When you start Visio, this is the first screen that greets you. And this type of an opening screen is consistent with recent Microsoft Office Suite products also. You can see this screen is divided into two sections vertically. The left-hand side is essentially to open existing files that you have already created or someone has created and you have access to. Visio records the names of the files you have recently opened and lists them here for you to have an easy one-click access. I had opened some files earlier and these names are shown listed here. You can also pin this name to the list to have it show up consistently in this listing. If you are opening Visio for the very first time, you will not have any file names listed there at all, which makes sense. There is a link at the bottom called Open Other Drawings, and this allows you to locate existing files wherever they happen to be located. I will click on it now to show you how it looks. Please observe the name OneDrive at the top. This is Microsoft's cloud storage offering, which Microsoft obviously seems to be pushing hard here. The next link is to browse on your own computer and your drives, including any plug and play storage device that you may use. One nice feature is that if you use a special location for your file storage very often, then you can click on the Add a Place link and select that particular location and give it a name. And that location will appear as a one-click name here at the top. Using this feature will save you a few moments of time every time. To return back to the opening screen, I can use this back button at the top here. Let us look at the other section of this screen. The right-hand side is what you will need to use to create a brand new file. And right here, you will start seeing the power that Visio brings to the table. You may choose to create a blank drawing file which will just give you an empty file, but then you might choose to load one of the many domain-specific templates that Visio comes preloaded with. This is actually a tabbed interface, starting with some very popular templates in the Featured tab. And if you would like to browse by categories, you can click on the Other tab. Categories like business, engineering, flowchart, software. You are very certain to find your own domain and template in one of the categories here. Over and beyond all of this, suppose you have some very specific drawing template in mind and you cannot find it in these categories, what do? You can then search for it in the very convenient search box at the top. Just remember, you need to be connected to the internet for this to work completely. I will show an example and search for some UML language templates. And you can see this search has returned back with some 6 search results, and I can just click and use one of these templates. One last thing that we will see in this lesson is that on the top right hand side of the screen, you can now see your Microsoft account information. And if you have set up your profile image, that will also appear. You can also switch to a different account from this area. So in this lesson, we have seen Visio's opening screen. In the next lesson, you will create a new file from a template and we will explore the main drawing editing screen of Visio.